Hi guys, welcome to Stack Reframe. So in the previous video, we have learned about this group selector in CSS, isn't it? Now let us move on to a new selector that is called descendant selector in CSS. Okay, this selector is very important because we are going to use it more often. Okay, so let me just give you a basic overview of descendant selector and then we'll start with the example. Okay, so the descendant selector in CSS, it is used to target the element that are descendant to another element. Now you will ask, sir, what is descendant meaning? Of course, isn't it? So in English, if you see, what do you mean by the word descendant? Descendant is any element that is a child or a grandchild or maybe a great grandchild and so on, isn't it? Child, grandchild, great grandchild of a specific ancestor element. Now, I think you will get confused here. Let me just give you an example. For example, if I'm writing a div here, isn't it? Okay, and inside this, if I'm writing here, for example, let's say I'm writing a P. Now, what is this P? P is the child of division, isn't it? Okay, so this, if I have to target P, I can use descendant selector here. Because why here? We can use here, this, for example, this is a, if I'm talking about the ancestor, you see, this is the ancestor and this is the child, isn't it? Or this is the parent or this is the child, isn't it? So, or maybe, for example, if I'm taking again UL, isn't it? And inside this LI I'm taking. Now, this LI is the child of UL, isn't it? And UL is the child of division. Now, LI is the grandchild of division, isn't it? So, this is the basic uh, uh, name we can give, isn't it? So, now, what is the word descendant means? A descendant is any element that is a child or a grandchild or a great grandchild maybe and so on of a specific ancestor element, or maybe we can say that as a parent element. Okay, so this is the parent, this is a child, this is also the child, and this is the grandchild, isn't it? This is the child of UL, but this is the LI is the child of UL, but LI is the grandchild of division, isn't it? Now, how to target using descendant selector? Now, I hope you are clear with this child, grandchild, and great grandchild thing. Now, let me give you a syntax of descendant selector. Now, what does the descendant selector selects? The syntax will be, it uses a space to separate the ancestor element and the descendant element. Okay, space bar. For example, I'll write here ancestor space descendant, and then this curly braces, and then you will write here the CSS properties. Okay, for example, let me take this only. I'll write here division. Okay, this is the parent now, ancestor. Now I'll write something here, some, for example, welcome to my channel. Okay, now inside this li I'll write, let me take some other things, like let me take, for example, I'll write here h1 tag here. Okay, and I'll write something, uh, let me copy this, cut this, and I'll paste here h1 tag only, and I'll write something here like this is a paragraph, isn't it? This is a paragraph. Okay, now let me take some ul li. I'll take li more, 2 3 li's. Okay, and I'll write here maybe item 1 and item 2 and item 3. Okay, now let us check the output, how it is looking. Just understand here, this ul li, isn't it? Li is the child of ul and li is the grandchild of ul. So since we are playing here with child, great grandchild, and means grandchild and we are going to see here the parent children relationship, isn't it? Now let me just go live and show you how it is looking, the normal code. I see it is looking like this. This one is the h1 tag, this one is a normal paragraph, and this is a ULLI, isn't it? Unordered list. That is why that this uh, dot is coming, isn't it? Now let us see. Now, how to use descendant selector here. Now, if I write here, if I want to select this LI items, isn't it? List items. We can write using this parent children list, like how this li is the child of ul and ul is a child of division, isn't it? So let us use a style. And how we can use descendant selector here? We will write here division, okay, space, see ancestor space descendant. So this is ancestor, written division space ul space li, isn't it? And then I will write this curly braces, and if I write here color is equal to maybe red, you see all the li's only that will be red in color, that will become red in color, you see. Why? Because we have used descendant selector here, and we have used division, that is the ancestor, isn't it? Or this is the parent, space, then ul, space li, isn't it? This is okay. So this is how we use descendant selector. Let me give you some other example. Simply, this the simple meaning of descendant selector is, I'm just giving you a simple example. See, let me take one other example, like OL. I'm taking ordered list. Okay, again I'm taking li, and I'm taking 3 li's. Okay, or let me take only one li's, no problem. Now here, if I take inside this li, again I'm taking a p tag, and I'm writing this paragraph is under list. Okay, anything I'm writing, just okay. Now you see, if for example, if I have to select all the p's here, all the p's, okay, now how can I do? If I just directly write here as this is a main parent, isn't it? If I write here div space p, okay, and if I write here color is equal to blue maybe, now what will happen? You go back and see all the p's that are inside this particular division will get a color blue, isn't it? This simply means that wherever there is a p inside the division, wherever the p will be, not the direct child. You see, p is a child of li, isn't it? Isn't it? Now again, p is the grandchild of ol, isn't it? Now p is the great grandchild of division, but we have written directly div p. So this p is also selected, and this p also got selected, isn't it? So wherever, the simple meaning is, if you write div space p, that means wherever there will be a p inside this particular division, it will get selected. Okay. So this is how we are going to use descendant selector. Now we can use a combination of all the selectors that we have learned so far. For example, if I write here, let me take one another division. If I'm writing here a division, okay, and if I'm taking, let's say p, this is anything, uh, second para, anything I'm writing. Now if I write here a class name, okay, if a class is equal to, I will write here second. Okay, now you can use, if I want to select this particular p, what I can do, I can write here using the class name also. See, dot second, that is second, space p, and then I can again pass any CSS property. Let's say color is equal to maybe brown. If I'm writing, just go and see, this is selected, isn't it? Brown color. So you can use here a class, or maybe if you write here id is equal to something, let's say um, second id, anything, I'll copy this particular id, and you can use here again, like what, hash followed by second id, isn't it? Then space p, and then you can give background color is equal to maybe anything, whatever you want. You see, just go and see, this is working, isn't it? So you can use any sort of means the selectors that we have used, we can use any combination of that, we can use like this. But only thing is that you have to maintain this parent child relationship, the things, okay. And the descendant selector, the syntax is, it is separated by a space, okay. I think by this video you will be clear about descendant selector, how to use descendant selector. Okay, and I will share you the source code also in the description box, and I'll share you the notes also. Okay, I'll give you a Google Doc link, so from there you can download your notes. Okay, so that is all for now, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel, as this is important for me to grow this channel. Okay, and daily I will be posting videos. Sorry for that delay, because I'm not well. I was fighting a throat infection, that is why I just was unable to make the video for 5 days. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.